that. So hopefully
check.
that changes. Right, the sky is.
But you know, Slade, they aren't setting up to succeed.
That's what I'm saying. So now y'all should be able to hear me. Today we have
So it's not just going to be him and a bunch of young
pretty
guys.
cool episode. We got Joe. He's back there. We're watching the draft as well as Joe practices some chords and me experimenting on some
all kinds of shit.
Yeah, deep diving. Today's one of them days. So everybody got a chance to talk about how they felt about the show. I feel like that was really productive, so everybody can
That's when you know you're good.
make it very clear where they want to go. Right. So check this.
All right. So
These are
I'm kind of shocked. Hard is to love it. You guys have mentioned
bone
injury history and all of
tuning
that.
pegs.
We're at a very interesting part of the draft. The Cincinnati Bengals
bridge
are now.
They need
pins.
And that's really all we're expecting.
So these have a slot in it. I got these because I have this G-Series Takamine guitar, and it has plastic pegs in there, and I just want to upgrade that and see if it's possible to get a better sound. Now, what's crazy is I only got those. I not only got those, but I also got a set of brass. Now, to be honest, I've installed these brass ones before on another guitar, and I think they sound phenomenal. So here's the brass.
In addition to keeping Chase and Jenkins with that rock and roll hog with Joe Cardinal, they add Samaje Perine from the Chiefs. I believe he was on the Bengals beforehand. Burke spent some time with the Eagles last year, playing some reserve.
His girlfriend was there. Whatever.
But the big thing is they lost defensively. They lose Sam Hubbard, they lose Sheldon Rankins. There's a lot of questions right now about the future of Trey Hendrickson on the D-line. But really, this is a defense that was
Just make sure not to put that bitch in the camera.
Scoring, bottom 11 in passing, bottom 13 in rushing, and of course they were the #1 passing team in the NFL. They finished 9-8. They missed the playoffs, but this is Duke Tobin is their GM, who's been there since 1999. What can you really have? This is Mike Brown and the Cincinnati Bengals. They don't change much. But they do have a
You said those are bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not actually technically. Yeah, I think he's like.
What kind of bone?
Ox bone.
Oh shit! You got some oxtails joints.
Pretty much. With abalone tops.
They also have and those
That sounds like some really nice shit.
really aren't their type. And they've got a lot of.
You've never had those before?
This is
No,
their type.
I don't think I've ever put bone pins in. I've done the brass ones, but I've never done bone. And I just want to see which ones I think sound better.
His sack numbers are. He's never had more than 1.5 sacks in any of his 3 seasons.
So, I'm going to try.
Also is the pressure king.
I'm going to try.
I used to have a
Is it hard to change it?
Not really.
And we had a stat called at the playoff. Shamar Stewart really does at the playoff, and he's going to be doing so for the Cincinnati.
Can you play the guitar like that, nigga? What's his name, Jeff?
267 pounds, 4'5'9", 40-inch vertical,
What?
10, 11
Jeff?
watch. I mean, the explosive numbers.
What's the nigga that was playing with Stevie Ray? He like lays it on his lap.
Oh, Jeff Healy? Okay, so I'm going to just try to play a couple of things that I can replicate before and after. So let me get this thing tuned. Oh, this tuner's about to die. Hold on. Jamar Stewart.
From A&M.
Yeah. Okay. So we've heard what they sound like. We've got a general idea, a general gist of the sound. So now what I want to do is loosen these strings. see that thing go flying? They took a guard. Gray Zabel.
Who?
Gray Zabel from North Dakota.
Connect with a financial advisor at Thrivent.com, where money means more.
From broad jump, I mean, explosive numbers just jump off the page to you.
It's not. So I mean, I don't really get it. Or let's move on to the Seahawks. Congratulations. Top among all offensive linemen at the combine, 36.5. It is always interesting to try and guess how a North Dakota State guy is going to do, but we've seen a few over these years. What do you think of Zabel and the Seahawks?
He had really the best season overall. And he was a left tackle this past fall. I've never seen
Okay.
guys see the field
So you guys can see that this right here is the old. The old plastic pig. Old plastic pin.
And what are some of the moves injuries that's been tired of you and off the line? And that's what shit goes shit too. You know what I mean? So when we talk about a team, when you say, you know, we can really strong this time, you're not going to be so shoot like this. You know what I mean? The corners have been some of the best corners in the league, and you know, pretty much the defensive line has been.
So this is the difference between the foam and the plastic. Yeah. It was a little bit bigger. That's not the same. was the bone that was it, and the brass one. So I want to wait to do the brass last. These are requiring me to have to sand them down in order to put them in there.
it takes a long time to change those? Oh, that sucks.
Steelers.
Come on, get Shador, bro.
Derek Harvey.
For the Steelers? What Shador about to go first round? You got somebody trade up to go get him? Bro, they talked about this nigga like he... Yo, and I love the black... Okay, I love the black analysts who be taking up for this nigga. Because it be like, bro, the nigga threw 40 touchdowns with everybody. It's the most known thing about Colorado, other than having Travis Hunter on their team, their dad being, and the coach being Deion Sanders, is they have the fucking worst O-line for the past 2 years. And this nigga been doing that with that weak-ass O-line and playing with players who come for 1 year and damn near bounce. And like the way they talk about this nigga, it's like he was getting in trouble off field and like,
yep.
It's like they downed him and then they were making the example of like how Baker Mayfield was getting off field trouble and getting arrested for this, arrested for that, and they were just like, but you know, he's a young man who's gonna be able to put that stuff behind him and. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like they were still trying to champion this nigga. And he was doing, like, Johnny Manziel, like, making excuses for why this nigga should go first pick. Instead of just, and then finding reasons for Shador not to go first pick. And he don't even have no off-the-field issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like they're purposely going out their way to make this nigga. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's okay. That just means he's going to go to the right situation.
What if it just like I don't think they should pick him.
Well, they're not going to do that at McCarthy.
Yeah, they don't need him.
Like, there's no other teams down that could use him. Or like, not with a first round pick.
Not when there's so much more on the board.
Yeah, there's way too many other things, other great niggas. Damn. They talked this nigga out of getting drafted, bro. And this nigga having the beastiest looking party at the crib. He might not go first round, bro. He gonna get drafted. Might not go first round. Let me see. Let me look and see who's left. Chargers don't need him. They got Justin Herbert. Oh, Cleveland might fuck around and get him. Cleveland got 2 first round picks. Yeah, he might go to Cleveland. I don't see nowhere else there. Oh, that's round 2. So he might go round 2, first pick in round 2 to Cleveland. Or the Giants. He ain't getting past one of them. Cleveland and the Giants. They both need quarterbacks. And I say that, but they might be like, hey, we might get him 3rd round. Fuck. Welcome to America's Throne. They did get Joe Milton though. On the low. We watched just a few of that nigga highlights. You saw like, okay.
Yeah.
Dak fuck up. They gonna experiment with that nigga, and he can definitely fucking do some shit, like make some plays.
Take a nigga's job.
Can't pick those out. I won't.
Running back.
That nigga's nice. That's a good pick.
Like a Darren Sproles.
He's pretty good. That's crazy. And now what's his name? The coach of them?
Who?
He's supposed to Patriots.
Variable?
Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy, huh? Bill Belichick. See how he does in college.
How you think it's gonna go?
I don't know, man. Because a lot of these kids are wanting to play with younger coaches that can, like, not only have a new schemes, but, like, actually understand the TikTok culture and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, understand the social media and how these niggas like to dance and, you know, a lot of the best coach, you know, Deion's one of the few old niggas who understands it. You got Lil Wayne coming to perform in the locker room. You know, you got fucking Boss Man D-Lo at halftime in these games. It's like, but Bill Belichick can run his program like an NFL, you know? He can't run like an NFL fucking team. Like, he could show you, prepare you to be a professional. I give him that.
Right.
He said I guarantee you leaving him, he'll give you enough to be able to be professional
No matter where you go.
Wherever you go, you'll know how to like outbeat niggas, like what the coaches are looking for to stay on a team.
Right. You'll be one of the top teams every year
Yeah.
as far as draft picks.
Yeah. Might be worth playing for him.
With the Vikings. I thought they were right after the.
Hey. Don't say that. Odyssey. He could be an undercover brother.
No, I'm an
Undercover.
I was just
Viking lover.
asking because I was making sure that they weren't messing around with my
I'm
Houston
gonna write a
Texans
song
pick.
for you called Undercover
I
Viking
was,
Lover.
I was making sure they weren't messing around with the Houston Texans pick because you know that's my team.
You always looking out, bro. Always knowing you to be a lookout, man.
That's me.
That's me. Oh, Lookout Jackson.
Call me. Call me at work. Oh, I didn't see that. Well, how you doing there? Didn't catch you.
Hey. Some chords I can find by singing them, but some of them it's harder. Then I want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? About? Why can't I feel like it's right there. Like maybe it is just a half step or something. It's close. 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 Alright, lock in. It's gotta be just one of these notes has gotta be switched. It's gotta be. I think that's it. That's it. That sounds right. Yeah, bitch! Hey! Fuck with your boy! Fuck with your boy! All I need is that nigga Hendrix to come in. Man, that's a C, X, XYZ.
That nigga never
to
hit me
the
back.
third.
That nigga never hit
E
me back.
minor major accent diminished. Glazed donut ass nigga.
I thought he'd at least hit us back.
I know, bro.
They got a receiver, Matthew Colton.
Damn, that nigga run like a 4-2. But they already have good receivers.
But you know they be
Overhauling.
Yeah, they love.
They always do have pretty good receivers.
Trying to prove they don't need Devontae.
Well, they've been talking about the Texans on the low trying to get Tyreek Hill. I'd take that nigga.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Bring that nigga on. Holy shit. We have Tyreek Hill and fucking Nico Collins, dog? That's something else right there now. Yeah, bitch. my face
Why?
that I can't tell you what it is.
I think it's the G chord.
Yeah. It's gotta be because the G chord only has one sharp in it, right? Yeah. So yes, I'm gonna say yes.
It just sounded like it when I played the G. It was resonant with what you were learning.
Yeah. You know better than me.
Well, I was just listening. Let's listen to this random team.
Who is this?
This random team that's just having a game.
Oh yeah, I heard about them. Had to turn the volume up for random niggas.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State.
Makes sense. Can't be having niggas run past you. You have this nigga get ACL injuries again. You gotta protect the nigga you drafted top 5 last year.
And they just gotta go.
They had 2 first rounds?
No.
Oh, last year?
Through free agency.
Because of his ability in run game, he can ball people, he can knock you off the ball. He plays with outstanding temperament and motor. I love that about him. He's athletic enough on the backside. You can see here in the rotation on the field. So you get some of those cutback runs. A nice fit with the Vikings.
Damn, Vikings took the damn guard. We need a guard. Fuck.
Fiddlesticks. Oh, the trade?
Those dudes suck.
Oh, New York traded? Maybe they finna get you. I want this nigga to go first round. Don't fuck my nigga over like this. What a great college. We're from Jackson State.
Would you be mad if y'all took him?
Yes. Not because I don't want them. It's just that we don't need that nigga. We have our nigga. Let's protect our nigga because that nigga was the second or third most sacked quarterback last year. They gave that random team a B.
Should be really good for Vikings. Okay, New York Giants, it looks like, have made a trade with the Houston Texans to move into the 25th pick. And that means they're likely coming up for a quarterback. Now, normally we'd be going, it's Shador, but it might be Jackson Dart. I don't know. The New York Giants...
If they pick Jackson Dart over Shador, bro...
They had the 34th pick, the second pick of the second round, but it looks like we have a trade. And it looks like, I don't know.
So we're picking all our shits from the second round, which might not be the worst. You know, because you get a lot of first round talent in the second round. So it's just, so we get the first pick in the second round, and then we already got like. From another trade, we got like 3 second round picks in this trade. So we finna just go ape shit in the second round, I guess. Which, I mean, you get a lot of core niggas, dog. Everybody can't go first round. You're gonna get another nigga.
That's a lot to you. That's a lot to you. Because you're moving up. When you say it like that, I'll go with the other. I knew there was I had
damn, man, a 2006 third. I'll take that, nigga. Texas fleeced them niggas. We finna build our whole line through the second round, nigga. Watch. We just finna go ape shit. I trust Nick Casario. So. African long and shit.
So we got you to say Shador. You're not gonna tell us who it is. Yeah, I would say they weren't at okay. But they're still moving up to get a quarterback. So you believe it's going to be Jackson Dart. We'll see. How do you process all this, Rick?
Yeah, I mean, the Giants, I have Shador and Bears for the great son. And truthfully, Darnold's probably the orchestrator. I mean, he's the better runner in terms of his rushing production. He has a stronger arm. He just needs to be. Shador's more NFL ready. Dart coming from that old to sit. You go into a spot where
This is the NFC East, so what do you think of this? Just as a team, you're going to lose twice a year. It's like this is the thing that I've always thought. You're worried about your job.
Like you
It
got
sounds
some,
better.
like you got some more rider or like more hot to it or something.
I think it got more articulation
Yeah.
and like sort of like what I wanted, but I think it's still possible to get more.
Man, that they put it up there in Jackson.
It's not bad though.
I'm scared. I'm trying to what are you scared about? I'm like, I'm nervous,
You scared of me? You need to be worried about Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson coming down to Cowboy Stadium and torching you niggas. Jameis Winston can torture niggas, bro. He can also throw like 5 interceptions. Or he can throw 5 touchdowns.
someone else would have to trade back up.
Wild card.
Right.
Second.
It sounds a little brighter. Like more full. I don't know. That might be the best way to
Yeah,
describe
it was
it.
Cleveland, it was New York, it was Pittsburgh, it's New Orleans. It's like the teams, like, it was good. Yeah, forever. And what he was saying is they even have more ammunition to trade up if they wanted to get back up because they traded back for the whole Travis Hunter. But it is very interesting that the Rams were seen as the team. It was out the back conversation with Matt Stafford all offseason. Yeah, they come back, come back. And then you have to then think that we want the same guy as the Rams. And I'm just going to speak out of turn really quick. Remember, they got rid of Jared Goff to get Matt Stafford because Matt had a strong arm. I don't think the Rams are looking at Shador, right? If you're thinking the same way that I'm seeing it. Because I could see maybe Shador being a Jared Goff. Yeah. Like, if everything goes well at Greece. Yeah. Oh, okay. There it goes. It is, though. Wow. Cliff is like nowhere. And it is. The Giants are selecting Jackson Dart, the quarterback out of Ole Miss. The pick. Wow.
Bro, they hating on this nigga, bro.
FBS
I mean, that nigga was good. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to hate on this guy. I like Shador.
How about that?
What if Detroit takes him?
Goes to the New York Giants. Apparently, teammates say he goes to these every day.
Because they got that nigga from Tennessee over here. Looker.
they just do this time for the future, but I think it's a great pick for New York.
Okay.
And I think they got something good going in here. He might step up, you know, in the middle of the year, never know. You know how the season going, you give him a shot, but
I think that sounds really good.
Twice a year.
Me too.
What do we think?
You know, I think. The legs, I think the mobility part.
It's definitely an improvement
Separated him from Shador. When I look at him and Shador, I think they took the more
What was in there?
quarterback just because how the NFL is trending.
Yeah.
I think him and Shador are where they're at right now. I think they're both head in head about this is where you would take them at this place in the draft. But when you look at it and say, hey, Dart has legs. Dart has a little bit more athleticism, especially in the NFC East, where you have Marcel, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. They just added Bill Carter. They just added, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, where you have predominantly, you would say, some of these guys get more premier edge rushers. You say, hey, if he's in a situation, then get out. You know what I mean? So I think that's what played the part in this pick.
I have said from the beginning that this reminded me of the 2019 draft. It was Kyler went one, and then you had Daniel Jones and Dwayne Haskins. And I didn't even realize, if you go back to that 2019 draft, the Giants took Daniel Jones at 6. They had 2 of the first round picks. You know who was one of the later picks? Dexter Lawrence. So the big thing they did this time was they took Abdul Carter first, and they said, hey, maybe we'll wait.
It's cool that Travis Hunter went to Jacksonville only because that's like where he's from.
And they were able to maybe
Oh,
spend
it's like
less of
from-
that value. Even though they still traded up, they didn't
like from
waste
the
that
area.
top 3 pick. And they go
That's
and get
perfect.
Jackson.
That's pretty cool.
Especially wasting a compensatory pick.
And what's awesome is his little bullshit ass girlfriend is gonna be in a bullshit ass market.
And then you say you do a
So we don't have to
pick,
see
that
it.
wasn't a pick,
Right.
maybe a future thing.
You know what I'm saying? If there was ever a team you don't want to be on, because their bullshit market is Jaguars.
Jaguars.
So, when you talk about QB,
They're like, we'll cool this bitch down.
You think it's 75?
You're not going to the Rams
I'm
for
gonna take that
shit.
chance every time. Wrap it up for us, bro.
The last time
Or the Chargers.
Damn, Jackson Dart before Shador?
I'm going to say Brandon Weeden.
Brandon Weeden.
And I feel like this is like what happened with Lamar Jackson
Not great track record.
and
but
Teddy
obviously-
Bridgewater
He gave me a little Jalen Hurts vibe, right?
and
Yelling at people. So Atlanta,
Mahomes and
Atlanta
every
has
nigga.
traded up with the Los
it's
Angeles
always like, oh, they were such a
into
great
this
pick.
26
No, y'all
spot.
just weren't fucking
So
with nobody.
they had the
Oh, wow.
14th pick of the second round, which was the 46th overall. They trade that. See, this is what I mean. They gave up a first round pick next year. The Giants gave up a third round pick. That's why I thought the value was good.
James
That
Pierce
value
Jr.
was crazy. But I guess you have to move from 46 to 26.
His girlfriend like,
First
damn,
round
we go
pick.
to Atlanta.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Let's go.
There's so many bitches about
Now,
that.
before we
Guaranteed
get to that,
cheat on your ass, girl.
special guest.
Yeah.
I had so much fun
What?
watching this player
So I was about to be out here.
Them hoes about to be, and them hoes can play that side bitch role good.
Talking about I'm going to Essence Fest.
Look out.
About to find you a bitch.
Micah Parsons, we got big play carrier Slay.
His girlfriend didn't look too happy about that.
For the night to officially add.
Hey, she from Atlanta.
What's good, y'all, man? It feels amazing. It's a great feeling. I'm super excited.
What do you got for Micah?
Hey, bro. First of all, I already know you do all that dance on the football field, but now I don't see you take a TikTok career. Can we see one of those? Whoa! Hey, you already know I talked to you from Super Bowl throughout the year, man. I honestly say, man, I couldn't be happy for a better person. I think you're a better person, and that goes far more, and than any football stuff matters. And just take that same attitude and character into your locker room. You got Max Crosby. Don't let Max get in your head, bro. They call Mad Max for a reason. Stay away from him.
Yeah, you're talking crazy.
Talking bro, Max. He's one of the first cases, but he's a genuine person. You go into a great locker room, man. Enjoy that, and I hope you have a great year.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, what's up, man? Look, I play corner, man. They said, hey, just give me a warning, man. Just give me a warning, please. Do not try to give me a warning.
All right, man. All right.
about the Italian words wasted?
Shoot, nah, man, I lost the time. Say ciao.
So he said a bunch of his childhood. And so he was just going around Italy like taking a bus for like 2.5 hours and playing Florence and stuff like that.
All right, the pick is in, and Atlanta traded up to get the pass rusher out of Tennessee. The one and only James Spears Jr. So they go with his draft. They get Jalen Walker, and then go James Spears. They say we're done with these bad sacks. We're going to two-time first team All SEC. The most features in the SEC over the last 2 years. 107. And in his career, 39 games, 19.5 sacks. Trading up to get Pierce. Yeah, they must have had what they gave up. They must have had a sky-high grade on this guy. I know people who are the top 10 player in this class. His tape shows unique, high-end physical gifts. He ran a 4.47 at the combine. His explosiveness, his long arm, reminds me of Leonard Floyd, who he himself was a top 10 pick. Now he struggles as a high-side rusher. I think he's a touch stiff. He doesn't have quite power yet, but he's still building out that frame. Look at the power. He looks like a genuine wide receiver. He puts some more mass on. He can be a power rusher. He can win with his inside moves. He's just cruising up as he is. So Brandon, I'm about this team now. You know, you really have to do that to this season. Brandon, I'm about this team now. And like you mentioned, guys not having that pressure. So John Baker, they're retired. They got that two great Jalen Walker. They got them. They are going to rush the pass much better than they did. The trade-off, irrespective of that, this is made of that, but the trade-off was a ton to get.
Who was your guy for? You know who's on the Falcons? Leonard Floyd. Alright, talk about them going now.
I think that's extremely important. It's not like that. They don't really have they get a whole bunch of guys. So it makes sense. I would say the only consistent rusher they had was the rebate out of Penn State last year. He was kind of leading the I would say they was about 2 young guys. I think that's what they were looking for. Speed. Obviously, they don't see that's what they did line up with. And obviously, the consistent rushers were chipping out of Pierce. And I think this was the biggest reason. I think that they're saying that and saying, we are saying we're going to work on the
God, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. They always draft well, bro.
I feel like the Ravens make the perfect fit.
Exactly, bro. Like, how does the shit always work out for them, bro? How does the shit, the right nigga always fall to them no matter what happens, no matter who trades for who? Bro, Malachi Starks is nice, bro. This is a great pick. I can't believe this nigga. I thought he already got picked up. The Ravens always get the best nigga, bro. Good God, man. That's crazy. Maybe they'll finally get this nigga Mahomes out of there so we can get the real nigga. Like, we went from the nigga bowl to the real nigga bowl with Hurts versus Jackson. Like, that's what we want, nigga. Like, Mahomes, alright, you a nigga, but we want the real nigga bowl. I'm a real nigga. I want the real nigga bowl. You know what I'm saying? We want Hurts versus Jackson in the Super Bowl, bro. That is what niggas want to see. Somebody want to see Mahomes. This bitch, we want to see a Florida nigga versus a Texas nigga in that bitch. Eric Petrie versus Saquon Barkley. That's what the fuck niggas want to see. No, don't leave it though. No, don't leave it.
super tingy with these metallics. You know, like it's super duper tingy.
So you found kind of a con.
Defensive coordinator goes on to head coach of the Jets. I experienced this with you guys.
Tingy with the highs. are all no.
The highs.
Next year,
Picking it up.
coordinators are going after that season. So coming in is John Blue, the OC, who was the defensive Denver Broncos passing game coordinator, and the DC is Kelvin Shepard, who was the linebackers coach. He was there for about 5 years. In terms of off-season, they lose Kevin Zeitler, their guard. They lose Brian Davis, the corner. They just paid for the highest they got to put in. Got to be tough. And it is going to be a defensive tackle. They for the choice. It is not someone that makes you his bed to go to life. But it is going to be a defensive tackle, Tyree Williams.
Defensive line.
Big 10 had 25 starts.
Defensive line.
8 minutes.
Sacks. What do you think of this big move?
I actually like it. I You're the guy who actually splashed.
They need to get to that nigga. Daniels. It hurts. Niggas.
They already had a great line.
And that would
They trying to destroy.
I remember Aiden Hutchinson was hurt.
But
That
hurt.
nigga's
Hurts.
back this year.
Who did they lost to James
Very
Daniels, didn't
NFL
they?
ready. He's got heavy hands.
The
And I think there's some
He was sitting back there too comfortable.
So, you know,
I know the Vikings are like, thank God we took the fucking offense. If y'all are getting a rookie, somebody who's going to be right there with his ass for the rest of his career.
Hutchinson, but they go to the line nonetheless. Remember how many injuries they had
I think that's the most important. And he brought up Lynn McNeil. I think that was the most important. I think down the stretch, they didn't have a lot of depth at the time. They had a lot of injuries. So I think this made sense of it. And then I say, if you say, oh, I'm surprised for a first round, do you trust he'll make it to the end of the team? When I'm on the game, absolutely not. So at this big winner, I think it's about taking the best available player that's going to help them make the team. Does it make them better? Absolutely. So I think this is a great pick for them.
it breaks the streak. They had gone. Terry and Hawkins last year. Jameer Gibbs. And then Jameis went with
I think this is a pick saying,
Okay.
hey, if we want to win a Super Bowl, we got to go through these. They're like a lot of teams I think are thinking right now in the NFC, hey, we have to combat what they have in the trenches. And especially that offensive line for Philly. We can't get rolled up on by somebody.
Today is Thursday.
So
Yeah.
get whatever you
No,
can
Wednesday.
on that interior to deal with that. This feels like a pick. Specifically combat.
All right, so the Detroit Lions have their
No, it's
guy
Thursday.
against the new regime there. Next
It
up,
is?
it is the Washington
He's
Commanders.
there.
What a year it was for them, man. 12-5, second in the NFC East. They knocked off Detroit, then they come back and they play the Philadelphia Eagles, and they lose 55-23.
Yeah, we had to put a spanking on them.
Man. Dan Quinn, his second year. Why don't you talk about your life?
Man, first of all, I want to say I love Dan Quinn just because of the person he is. I think even now he'll hit me up and call me like, "Happy Easter, bro. I miss you. I hope everything's good. How's your kid?" I think that's the type of player, like coach you're getting when you go to Dan Quinn's organization. And you
It
know,
shows how quickly he turned it around.
yeah, I think he makes you want to play your life out. Like even on my worst games, he bring them. He's like, "You think you're giving your max effort? Let me see you bring it out and take next week." Like I'm challenging you. I'm daring you to do that. I know you can do it. Like he don't put you down though. You know, he like talks you man to man. I think he cares about you as a person. So you go well and beyond. And if I know him here, they're going defense. Yeah.
Well, let's just say this. The big move they made was trading for Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah.
That shocked a lot of people. One, I guess you got a lot of contracts coming up in Houston, but you get to take a premier left tackle away from an emerging quarterback and give it to your emerging quarterback. They also went out there and signed Deebo Samuel. They signed Javon Kinlaw. So they really did address O-line and D-line in free agency. The question, they did lose Jonathan Allen and, of course, De'Ami Brown. What are we thinking here? You were just looking over the big board.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they go Nick. Just because,
Like a nickel corner?
yeah, because they traded for Marshawn Lattimore. I mean, they might go. I think it goes corner or safety. And I only think that they're doing that because they
Fuck
let
my
Devin
niggas should
Tillman-
do over,
yeah,
bro.
I mean,
Fuck these
so
crap
this be
ass.
your guy.
Oh.
Yeah, this might be my guy. This one they can sit.
Yeah, I thought they want safety.
They need a lot. They could take a corner, they could take a safety, they could take a rush check. Outside Lawrence Armstrong, they had Williams and Frankie Luvu to rush the pass rush.
Right.
So they could. Mike Green, I don't think in their wildest dreams they expected him to be on the board here. He's fallen pretty far down. So that could be the pick too. But Aman Wari, Will Johnson, they have a real good board.
Any interest in Ezra
That's what brings to college.
I mean, I think that would be a little bit of a reach, considering the other guys on the draft board right now. But he also would be there.
All right, so Dak and Healthy John on TV. They just showed Mike Green that he was not answering his phone. So it is interesting. This is Adam Peters, the GM. He came over from San Francisco. You got Cliff Kingsbury running the offense, Joe Witt and Dan Quinn doing the defense right here. They were 30th against the run last year. We talked about a year out to play the Philadelphia Eagles. Do you go and add some more beef on the line? They're going offensive line. Josh Connerly at number 29. Josh Connerly, the tackle out of Oregon. So you trade for Larry Tunsil, a left tackle. And I thought you picked up Andrew Wiley in Mississippi. Very interesting. Josh Connerly, third-team All-American. All 28 of his starts were at left tackle.
Put this shit in the piano
Over
at
his
home.
last 12 starts, he only allowed 6 pressures. The problem was they were all against Ohio State and the big-time competition. A little bit
Maybe-
stuck
hey, you
right
think-
now, but Josh
Maybe,
Connerly, the
maybe,
pick runner, makes some sense out.
maybe.
Yeah, they already
Maybe.
said
Think about it.
in the third round pick last year.
Maybe
they
see
needed
it
right
because it
tackle,
could be
so I
the
think
drummer
this
for
means
the
Connerly
Raptors.
slotting at left guard next to Larry Tunsil, doing quite exactly what Larry Tunsil
No, I
did
wanna
to start
see,
his career, to start at
Dre,
guard, and then
that
move
other
on to
guy.
tackle.
Try him
But
first.
Yeah,
I
because I
love
think
to
he
take-
really will.
I just think he needs to see, and that's
It's a
good
thought,
spot
'cause he'll be way
inside a
better.
guard where he's not necessarily thrown to the wolves.
some pocket shit,
like
too.
this guy sitting next to me over here. So I do think that the way he uses his hands, you see it all at times. You just don't see it consistently.
I don't want to listen to the recordings for the rest of my life. With my cousin on it and be like, man, he has such a fucked up attitude. I can't even enjoy the fucking track because he's such an
But it
asshole.
just comes and goes in spurts. And as you saw against the
He's an
better
asshole.
competition,
I have been
why
positive.
he's here at this point in the draft. You got Jane
I
Davis, you
tried,
got a 3 to 4
you know.
deal here where it's still cheap. He's going to be good. I think that's
So it seems like maybe they're trying to add in terms of just adding future. So you put in there the Tunsil, then you put 3 running backs and Connerly, and you go to the left. What did you think of the Washington's film?
Yeah, like I said, and that's what I'm really starting with, man. At this point, I mean, he was easy development. He's gonna play next to Larry. Makes sense. He's a premier position. He could kick out of the other side. I don't know where they're gonna want to go. You truly just know how they're gonna use it. But they do need to get big bodies. There's, like I said, man, you gotta be from far from. We should be outside. We have to protect future NFL players. It makes a lot of sense.
What was the mindset? What would you want Jane
We
Davis?
knew we could get pressure on them. We knew we could change the market. So we were pressure on them.
It is true that offensive line is very suspect for the last NFC championship.
Yeah.
Now you're out there run out. They did that.
Yeah, so Christian Benford is obviously Johnson in the slot, and we got that result that was played last year on the other side. Wisconsin, all year, would make a lot of sense. Next one is to is got Monte as well. They could address safeties, they could address defensive tackles, they could address just
Any chance that they go wide receiver. They added Josh Palmer, but I don't think that's getting anyone. So, I mean, could it be a Luka Burton? Could it be a Kyle Williams? Williams has a ton of speed. And Luka Burton could be that Debo Samuel like.
I would like Burton. He's probably the only one on the board right now that I would like. He is explosive. He could develop into a true number one sort of guy. He just has some
Also, I think he's a little possible. Think about all the teams that those power safeties and
test pre-draft, and he had this past Second team all SEC.
A quarterback?
Corner.
He
Oh,
ran
I was like, they
14
some hoes now.
And he was clocked at 24
Who
and
is
a
this,
quarter
the-
miles an hour.
The Bills?
Favorite player is Jalen Ramsey. And he's out.
Yeah.
What do we think here, Renner?
He has the, so 4.28 speed. He's play truly not always going to be in phase. You're not always going to be where you want to be. And this guy had the best thing of the entire draft class. He's feisty. He's got long arms. Maybe a little undersized. He had the traits to make up for him. A guy who can really play man coverage. And for the Bills specifically, you have some slower guys. He now is just not going to match up with the same to match up with the same flower. He's going to have to see in the AFC if you want to win the Super Bowl. So Dante Jackson for Tom for them. I think he's going to be Dante Jackson is a better thing. So I think we're really seeing him healthy because he had a minor shoulder injury that got him back to like the hospital and went to lost a bunch of games this season. The sophomore team is great, and I think he could be a better guy than his offensive players and those who translate. Great. I'm gonna give it an A minus. This is where I think I
Dallas, so they're trying to fade them off, but they got the better option.
Explain to me why they would trade up on him.
That's a good question. Who's he behind? So I would think about like the release from the draft. Would be whoever's in touch with this kind of draft.
Now, there's also this question. What do you think the first draft should be like Mercedes? I'm only saying this because it's Howie, and I have no idea. We weren't expecting them to draft Jalen Hurts when they had Carson Wentz. I'm just saying, they don't really have a backfield player. They have Taylor. What's your guess, Ren?
I said,
You're saying
I can give my grade.
It's defense. It's defense. You know, a good one. You know, Lions are not like what do you see?
I let that go take right here. Because the fact that the position they got 6 rounds.
Yes.
Yeah. And stuff there. But then they kept the guy Jordan. That's they got drafted. Yeah. So but they still develop. But they still feel like the guy is still good.
They got to replace CJ Gardner-Johnson. What about linebacker?
I like Dean is a great linebacker, but I know for sure the Eagles are concerned about his injury because it's I feel like it's a safety or the linebacker.
It's interesting because the philosophy of not running passes to linebackers for so long. With you guys for a while. And then Zach Bond comes in and it's like, it's insane. Dude, he was linebacker, D, and he was
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah. So I feel like they go either.
All
The
right,
only thing I think they go Campbell.
pick is in.
Campbell.
All right, let's just do it. All right. The Philadelphia Eagles, with the 31st pick, select John Campbell.
Damn.
I'll take
They going Campbell.
God damn. Bro, how are the like teams that are later in the draft? It's like being good is benefiting you to picking later because you're getting these proven niggas. Because everybody's taking a reach and like having to build their
Number 1,
lines.
2,
And
3,
you're
4,
getting
5,
the
6, 7, 8,
linebackers
9,
and the
10.
safeties.
1 through 10 is a gamble, sort of, because you're picking so high. But by the time you get to the bottom, it's literally like, nigga, these are the niggas who won. They were all pro, all SEC, all like, yeah. At the end of the first round, you get the best of
Look
the
at the niggas who are
best.
like most rated player right now at like the linebacker position and the DNs and the safeties. And it's like, oh my god. Yeah, that's your ass, Parsons. He's like, ain't no way we beat the Cowboys. Nigga, did you see what they had this nigga Mahomes running for his fucking life in the Super Bowl, bro?
Big monster athlete.
Jesus Christ.
8-inch wingspan, 6'3". That's why.
Man, that shit is ridiculous.
That's size for how he uses position. I can't believe he lasted this long. I thought he was a guy who was a surprise top 10 pick. I thought he'd be one of this draft because of what he seems to be. Because he could represent one. That's all the potential. After that defense, with the advantage of playing that's so covered behind the front.
Damn it, bro.
So well, so good.
They're so deep, bro.
Those guys now,
go from edge to college, edge to linebacker is very impressive. So Eagles obviously have a really smart linebacker. I think honestly he fits in their system really well. So this is a really good pick. What do you think, Slay?
I think it's a very good pick, man. But stable at great leader.
Last year was all of a sudden to find out
Third downs, if he's rushing,
take the rush. All right, so Kansas City accepted the fourth round pick and said, sure, we'll go down one pick.
I don't know if that ever happened. I'm not probably sure that Super Bowl favorite show.
It's pretty nice that you
It's
did
like a
say that
movie
you
term.
built the Chiefs.
Like,
Super Bowl.
It was a lot of work, but
I knew
I'm
once
happy I
they
did
gave
it.
up that big third down.
It sounds like crispier.
Yeah,
If that's a good way to put it.
I knew once. No, it was actually. I think Goddard went up for the catch,
Yeah,
and
bro.
Duffy hit him in the chest.
I like it a lot more.
No, he hit him in the chest.
A lot more.
He headbutted it.
And I'm happy that I bought different kinds.
Final pick of the first
Because
round,
I was
so
telling
like
myself not to
Josh
buy any of
Simmons
these.
out
I was
of
going to buy some
Ohio
ebony ones. And I
State.
was like, nah, not the ebony. Buy the bone ones, if
This is a
anything.
team that has been
And
trying to
I was thinking I was
reassemble.
going to want the brass ones, but the brass ones just made it sound a little
You
bit
look
too
at the
like a banjo. It was just like ting ting ting, and I
The
just
two Super Bowls they lost, he
I
was
don't like
under
that.
pressure.
Can you play?
nonstop.
Is the
Simmons,
banjo
honorable
like
mention all Big
guitar?
Ten. He
Yeah.
started 19 games at left tackle, 13
I haven't
games
played
at
it,
right
though.
tackle. This is
Do
a
you have a
played
banjo?
one. I played one before, but no, I don't have a banjo.
His tape this past year, so 5 games prior to
get
the
you a
Oregon game
banjo,
where he
bro.
tore his patellar
For
tendon,
what?
was as good as any off-the-sack
Just to
prospect.
have in
He
your
stays
collection.
healthy.
I'd rather a
It could be
mandolin.
him in the Patriots jersey right now and not Will
You
Campbell.
know
That's how
mandolin?
good he was. He's a fluid athlete.
Oh,
He
the
moves his hands really
The
well.
little bitty.
Yeah, the little
It's
bitty
like a
one.
little bitty
And
They
guitar.
NFL
play
ready.
the Italian.
It's just
Yeah, I want one.
he
of
tore
those.
his patella. That is a
Like, and
terrible
then, like,
injury
in country
for an
music, you'll see
offensive
him a
line, and that's
lot.
where you're firing every
Like,
time
you know
try to
that
hold
song
on to the
Years,
ball.
and I like
So
to listen.
that's why he
Years,
falls to this
everybody
far.
knows
But
you gotta let him go.
tight
and
felt
they
it.
kinda
He ended up having a good career. When he latches on to guys, he doesn't let go. He's gotten better every single year from San Diego State days to his first year at Ohio State to then this past fall where he was a semi-player. And he carries the weight so well. He's another one of those guys where he's 320 and kind of sneaks up on you because he doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have it hanging over his belt. He is just a naturally
Didn't Biggie say that?
mover that. If he's healthy, I think he could even usurp
Just sitting there
Jalen
trying
Moore.
not
Take him
to
inside.
need
And for
oxygen.
the Chiefs, like you had
So
two
much
Super
smoke,
Bowls to
oxygen.
draw.
He said something of restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to think.
Give him more time. He'll get you back to some more Super Bowls and he'll win some. So this
Restaurants
is
with
what they're doing.
mandolins and
I'm gonna give
violins.
it an A. This is a lot of people have this
He was
now.
probably in
A
somewhere
lot of
real
people
nice. He was
thought
like,
this
what the
is
fuck
point
is
draft.
that?
Yeah, that sound like a
Against the
nigga who don't know
Chiefs.
shit about
This
shit, but like, hey, you know, we made it because they
is
playing
not
these
the
little.
reward certainly out
Yeah, I
there.
know what a mandolin is. You niggas step your game up.
Mandolins and
Yeah, I like the
violins.
pick. I think, at this point, they're not reaching. Like Leonard said, this guy can potentially be a top 10 talent. if he, stays healthy and can get that versatility back, I think no one's going to look back and be like, wow, why did the Chiefs draft? I think they're going to be like, kudos to the Chiefs for taking a chance. And
I think we about to get everybody we.
You got to take chance on players.
I think we traded back because the people we targeted got picked. So it's just like we might as well just. We might get all of our second choices, all in second, because we supposed to want.
Y'all 5 stars are gone, and y'all can trade back and still get the people that y'all wanted in the second round, because the person that y'all really wanted was not there.
Exactly.
So now y'all can really go in depth with the second and third round, and then trade around if you have to.
Now we have 3 second rounds and 2 third rounds. We about to load up. We about to get probably 2 O-linemen and receivers. Luther Burden is still on the board. We about to get that nigga watch.
What do you think, Slay?
I think it's a great pick, man. Definitely after playing them.
Every pick in the first round is a great pick until they play, bro.
And we got guys to get out the room.
Can't go
it's a
wrong
game
with
changer.
whoever
So
was
we
supposed to
do-
be first round.
That's what we need to do. Just rattle Mahomes. So they make sure they're trying to keep Mahomes, simple, smooth, quiet, so he can get the Mahomes that he can be. Instead of have to be all doing all this magic.
Right.
He got a lot of magic. Not to say that magic runs out sooner or later the older you get, but he still got the ability to stay in place and everything. But I'm sure for sure that Mahomes don't want to be hit too much more. And I know taking that beat like that.
Taking that beat like that.
When I
We're
hear
gonna
him talk,
recap the
Taking that beat like that.
I'm reminded of Adrian Peterson and how
First,
stupid
a quick
he is.
message from Thrivent.
Like when I listen to him talk, it's like, and I love Adrian, but I remember listening to him talk and just be like, you sound like a dumb nigga. Boy. And I love that nigga. He's a Hall of Famer. Darius Slayer, you a
Talk
Hall
like
of
a
Famer?
nigga that all he did was ever play football.
Yes.
Bro, his son is nice.
Who?
Well, to help all
Darius
the
Slay?
people we hold in our hearts.
Adrian
Because the most
Peterson
important
Jr.
thing isn't
Oh,
what
he's
you're
real
playing
nice?
for. It's who.
He's a running back?
Hey, and everybody on the line be talking about, see? That's
Whooped
he
his
got 2
ass.
sons. That's the one that was getting the switch.
There's obviously
Yeah, right.
That nigga running, bro. That nigga nice as a bitch, bro. Adrian Peterson Jr. is nice, dog.
On the clock.
So he's a running back.
tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
The
He a
Cleveland
young
Browns.
nigga, but he's nice as
So
fuck.
they are sitting there, if they want him, with the first pick of the second round. Other names that are interesting, Mike Green, Nick Imanwari, Will Johnson, especially the cornerback out of Michigan, Donovan Ezeraku, Luther Burden,
The birds.
and then who else do you have on there? The rest I feel like we're kind of in the mix.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Renner, for being pretty accurate. You didn't even have Shador yet.
I'm gonna take off. So while that melody's fresh in my head. Gotta record it in the piano, bro.
There's gotta be an easier way.
To do a
Gotta be a better way.
to record it.
One or two. Trey White's not small. Trey White's
Oh, that's what I
about 95, almost 200 pounds. I mean, I think the smallest guy that I can think of that comes to mind that actually started was Levi Wallace, but he was a taller guy.
Flesh out.
So you get in a 5'11", 183 pound guy, and you know that you want your corners to get up in the run game and tackle, and I don't necessarily know if Hairston is that guy, But at the same time, Trey White wasn't really that guy either. He didn't really tackle much.
You know what? You actually made a good point, man.
Make the most of your money with high-yield cash from Robinhood Gold.
Dripping from head to toe, you're getting ready to go. It's so unstoppable.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into single pick, deep analysis. Defy the offensive line. That they didn't go well. Your offensive line, like there's no weakness. Like a lot of people are freaking out. Like, oh, Blake Brandel can't play left guard. They're talking about Walter Rouse potentially stepping in there and competing for that left guard spot. But they decided to say, hey, and there may still be a competition, but you're investing first round draft capital into a left guard. You got Darisaw, you got O'Neal, you picked up two great free agents in free agency, and Kelly and Fries. I'm a big fan of this move. I know a lot of people are upset that they didn't go Will Johnson. We'll talk about that here in a second. But first, a shout out to today's sponsor.
Throws a real.
Cole. Nothing. There's been.
That's
no
just a.
scheme.
Is that like a
No,
Purple
no.
Daily Anonymous tip line?
A lot of Ryan Kelly was also to get Will Fry.
There you go.
And may only take the 24th overall pick to get it done. Many moving parts and, quote, work to traded from Atlanta. So I'll throw that at you and then any other QB2 steam you might have.
I wouldn't dismiss it, Phil. Why dismiss it? Now, Kirk, I'm sure, wants to play, okay? But where is that spot where he's playing immediately? I don't necessarily see it. You guys can certainly offer some blowback, but where's Kirk seeing the field in September? So once he wraps his arms around the idea of being a number two, the relationship here is still rock solid. I do think the Vikings' number two quarterback comes via a trade. They're not signing Ryan Tannehill or Carson Wentz or you name an available free agent. I'm just saying, put it this way, if I'm playing Sauce Gardner at a 2 or 3, Cousins is above a 5. I'm not saying it's a 9 or 10, but it's certainly in that it's possible category. Let me add one more thing. Andrew Berry, Quincy Double.
So, I hope that you guys were able to see just now the differences of when I changed the guitar. I changed the bridge pins. Let's check the tuning again. I'm getting a new tuner by Cherub. They're the people who invented the clip-on tuners. And it's going to be a lot more accurate. Because I've been hearing a lot of things about snarks not being accurate. So I want to get something else to check it with. show you guys the container. Yes, it takes a lot of work, and I wouldn't recommend them to everybody. If you can not have the tools and the time, this would be a horrible pick for you. But if you have the time, these are fantastic. I see them in all different kinds of brands, all different kinds of types. So they have like ebony, they have rosewood, they have bleached, unbleached, bone. So yeah, super great vibe. Super happy that I got it, and happy I got to let you guys listen to it. I hope you guys can listen to the plastic version, the bone version, as well as the brass version, and just hear all the differences that I heard, and maybe y'all can hear it even better than I can. And maybe I'll listen to it and say, hey, I actually need to go back and take it. Or maybe I'll listen to it and be like, the draft is so loud I can't hear anything. But we'll see about that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a great time this evening talking with you guys. And hope you have a fantastic evening. If we see you tomorrow, be blessed. If not, be nice to yourself.